One day, hopefully not too soon, I'm going to depart from this life. The question is, what's the greenest thing to do with my body? Burial or cremation? And here we're talking about the version of burial where the body stays in the ground forever. It doesn't get dug out again after a couple of decades. So, which one causes more global warming? The answer, no surprise here, is cremation. You're burning fuel along with the body. But the global warming from burial is not that much smaller. And if you have a concrete liner inside the grave, which is fairly common in North America, this balloon representing CO2 emissions will triple in size. Now let's talk about smog formation. These balloons represent the amount of organic vapors going into the atmosphere to cause smog, and they're about the same, maybe very slightly higher for cremation. Eutrophication, fertilizers being emitted into the river and lakes and causing this unwanted algae growth, about the same for both cremation and burial. Acid rain, this is how much acid, sulfuric acid, is being put into the clouds because of burial and cremation, and you can see it's about the same. Now, human toxicity, that's the amount of poison going into the environment that might affect humans, and you can see it's quite a bit of poison. And why is that? It's because of cotton. The cotton liner in the coffin, that cotton has to be grown, and that is very polluting. And you can see if you look here for the cremation, nothing. But cremation also uses that cotton liner. So why isn't there an equivalent amount of poison here? And that's because when cremation happens, any metals inside the body, such as pacemakers and implants, get recycled. And because those metals are being recycled, mining to make that kind of metal doesn't have to happen. And that means there's a net benefit to the environment for a cremation. So human toxicity actually decreases when you cremate someone. Now, what about aquatic eco-toxicity? It's the same story. An enormous amount of poison goes into the rivers and lakes, harming aquatic life if you do a burial, but not so for a cremation. Why? Again, the harm is from the cotton liner primarily, and the cremation uses a cotton liner, but in fact there's no poison net effect because of all the benefit from recycling those metals, and that only happens for cremation and not burial. Urban land use, if everybody alive today wants to be buried, the land area required would be the size of Austria. And for a cremation, it's essentially nothing. So overall, cremation is greener than burial.